So we're going to be going over TikTok today. Who's using TikTok right now? So everyone's using TikTok. Who's seen success with TikTok? Oh, quite a lot of people have seen success with TikTok. Now, how long, if you've been in e-commerce longer than a year, put your hand up. If you've been in e-commerce less than a year, put your hand up. Okay, cool, perfect. So, we're going to be going over TikTok Organic. Who here has tried TikTok Organic? Okay, cool, perfect. So, if we start the slide, Simon. So, I want everyone, who's got TikTok downloaded on their phone right now? So, everyone. So, I want everyone to follow me through the whole strategy. So, if you can get your phone out, this is the only time you should really be getting your phone out. So, if you want to get your phone out right now, and the first thing that I want you guys to do is, I want you to open up the TikTok app on your phone. So, the first thing that we need to talk a little bit about is searching for products that are going to do well TikTok organically. Now, why would you want to use TikTok Organic? You want to be using TikTok Organic because you've got around about, I would say, between 6 and 18 months till TikTok Organic becomes very hard to go viral, very hard to make a lot of money on there. So who here has, you know, without sounding rude, who here is on a lower budget than a higher budget? Put your hands up. There's nothing wrong with that. We've all been in there. It's not a problem. So if that is the case and you want to see success, then you want to be using organic. Even myself, that's got more than enough money to spend on ads, I'm still using organic, probably 60% of my advertisement strategy, just because the ROI is higher, means more profit, more money to spend. So what I want you guys to do is go to the search bar on TikTok. And I want everyone to search for a keyword like Amazon Find. So you can use a keyword like Amazon Find. You can use a keyword like 50% off. You can use a keyword like TikTok made me buy this. You could use a keyword like kids toys. As soon as you find a keyword that you want to use that's similar to that, then we'll wait for everyone to put their hands up. So has everyone picked their keyword? Everyone searched for it? So now what I want you guys to do is I want you to scroll through the videos that are coming up on your TikTok, and I want you to see if there's a video with over 1 million views. Has everyone found a video with over 1 million views? Put your hands up if you found a video with over 1 million views. Wicked. So I'm going to be picking somebody from the audience to show me their video with 1 million views. Put your hands up if you've got a product with 1 million views. The gentleman here, let me have a look. So you've got... Let's have a look. And by the way, guys, I'm going to be on the stage for about 45 minutes, so I don't, just to let you know. So the gentleman has found a video of, let's have a look. So who here used Amazon Finds as the keyword for their search term? Now, has everyone found this video here from a page called Cassandra Knoll? Anyone found that? So you can see in that video with 1.2 million views, you can see she says the girl, this girl's Amazon finds, bedside coffee, glass mugs, whatever they are, shower shelves, gorgeous plants, 5-minute journal, shower steams. Okay, this one's quite boring, so we're going to go back. So if you find ones that you think are just boring, keep scrolling through. So I'm going to go with this one right here. This one's got 19,000. I'm going to go with this one here with 1.5 million views. This one looks pretty cool. What even is that? Muscle pillow. Something to do with a mattress. So what I want you guys to do is once you find a video that grabs your attention, that one's grabbed my attention, so keep that one open. So once you find a video that's grabbed your attention, has everyone found a video that grabs their attention? I found one just then. As soon as you found one that grabs your attention, let me know. Put your hands up. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to do, oh, well, you're not going to do this for 15, 60 minutes, so we can move on to the next slide, please. So, when browsing your feed, look at videos that have products that could be seasonal. This will depend on the time of the year. So we're going through Christmas, we're going through Q4, potentially Valentine's Day as well, okay? So that was a generic strategy that you could use. Now what I want you guys to do is I want you to go on your phone again, go onto TikTok, and those that follow this part I'm telling you now will make money. So if those that follow this exact part I'm telling you now will probably make money if they stick to what I'm going to tell them to do. So go on your phone now, go on TikTok and type in Valentine's Day ideas. Just type in Valentine's Day ideas on TikTok. Now, once you've done that, let me know who's done that. Done it, done it, done it. Whose phone can I use as an example? So we've done Valentine's Day ideas. So you can see here, loads of videos are coming up. Now, because this is such a niche keyword, we might want to find videos with at least 100,000 views. So any with 100,000 views, I'm going to be interested in watching. So I'm going to keep scrolling through this, till something kind of grabs my attention. So I'm going to type in Valentine's Day gifts instead. So gifts. Type in gifts. So here we go, I've typed in Valentine's Day gifts, so you can see loads of different videos are coming up now with Valentine's Day gifts. So what you want to do is you want to scroll through all of these different videos till you find a video. So this one right here has grabbed my attention. It's like this black love box with these roses in it. So you're going to want to scroll through all of those videos till you find a product that you could potentially find on Amazon. So the next thing that I want you guys to do is see how many unique pages are being created for those videos. So if you find a product in the video, you want to see if the pages that are creating those videos are pages that are just strictly making videos about those products or just about that general niche itself. Because if that's the case, it's a high chance that they're either an Amazon seller or they're a dropshipper. Now, once you've done that, you want to try and go onto AliExpress. So if somebody here can go on AliExpress, and once you've gone on AliExpress, can you guys quickly search for whatever product you found in a video? So if you've seen, let's say, a love heart box of roses in, type in love heart box roses into AliExpress and see if the product comes up. So if somebody can do that for me quickly. Oh, wait a minute. Has anyone done it? Have you got anything? You found anything?
Yeah, I've got something.
Let's have a look. So you can see here a video that came up on the TikTok was of this product here, which is like a love box, love heart box, which you can put items in it. You can see these really nice looking love heart boxes. That came up on TikTok. This one came up on TikTok. This is the exact same one that came up on TikTok because it's actually got flowers in it. So this one's one actually. This is one I sold a couple of years ago and I actually made quite a lot of money with this one. Why can't I? Oh, okay. Can everyone see? Well, it's pretty bad, but can everyone see that? Well, kind of see that. So this is a love heart box. When you open it up, loads of photos kind of like open all over the shop. So this is your phone. So what I've just done there is I found a seasonal product that could make money on TikTok because it's already being advertised on TikTok through other pages. So once you found that product on AliExpress, the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure, can we go on to the next page, please? You want to make sure that you order the product from Amazon. So for example, that gentleman there with the love heart box, he might want to order that product from Amazon. And then once he's done that is he doesn't want to make a TikTok account just yet. He wants to make sure that he's made 3 weeks worth of content. So how much content should you have for that product? You should be having to be able to upload 3 times a day. So you should be able to upload 3 times a day with that product. So if you do 3 times 3 weeks, so in 3 weeks there's what, 7, 14, 21. So if you times 21 by 3, what's the answer? Can anyone give me the answer? 63. You're all good at maths. Okay, once you've done that, so you need to have 63 videos made of your product. Now, to get ideas on how to make that video, he would go back onto TikTok, look at other pages that have made same. So what this gentleman can now do is go on TikTok and type in on TikTok, picture rose box or love heart pictures box or something like that. So what do they call the product on AliExpress? Can you have a look? Can you type in on TikTok, photo album box or something like that? On TikTok. Oh, is this one there? Okay, so you can see he just found this product again on his TikTok, and these videos have got a couple of 100 views, but depending on the keyword that you type in will depend on how many videos come up. So this video, this keyword he's used, it's not coming up with many views of the product, which is not a bad thing, but he might need to use another keyword to find viral content. So you'd have to go on TikTok and you'd have to type in around about 10 to 40 keywords to find a viral keyword for that product. But it doesn't even matter if it's viral, but he's just found a keyword that's come up with the exact same product. So what he can now do is look at the most viewed or most liked video that's coming up for that product or coming up for that product in terms of different videos, and he can just recreate the same videos with his own iPhone. Who here has an iPhone? So why can't you make videos? Please, can somebody give me one excuse why they couldn't make a video themselves? If it's a valid excuse, I'll give you £10 right now. I've just told you can watch that video. What do you mean filming? What do you mean? Have you took photos or videos of your friend on a night out? You've used a camera. You can use apps, you can use TikTok. Now, which is, where's Nick? Which one is the one you use? Have anyone here heard of CapCut? Write this down right now. CapCut. How much is CapCut? Like $5, $10?
Nothing. But if you want storage, it's probably $5 a month.
CapCut is like the one we use. It's the best one. There's another one as well. Which is the other one we use? Which one? Splice. Is it? How do you spell it?
SPLYC.
I'll let George say it because
SPLYCE. Splice.
if you're not writing this down and you're not downloading these, I don't know why you're here. So anyone can open up their phone on their camera and literally record the product and replicate what that other person did. Now, fair enough, the editing part could be quite tough. But the more you try, the more easy it's going to be. You can literally go onto YouTube right now and type in how to edit your TikTok videos. There's going to be 20-minute videos of somebody showing you how to do it. As long as you're willing to put the time in, you can learn it. It's not hard. So there should be no excuse here why, as long as you've got an iPhone, if you haven't got an iPhone, then fair enough, you've got an excuse. But if you've got an iPhone that's anything better than iPhone 6, you've got no excuse. That's the way I see it. So the next thing that you need to do is once you've found pages that make similar content to that product, you need to make loads of content. Now, 3 is the minimum a day. If you can do 5 times a day, that's even better. The more content you upload, the more likely you are for TikTok to push your content into the viral algorithm. Now, I just want somebody here to guess how many views I've got on TikTok on my dropshipping products. If anyone can guess the number, then yeah, I'll speak to you one-to-one at the end for 5 minutes. Anyone can guess? How many views I've had on TikTok throughout my whole dropshipping products?
100 million.
Nope.
10 million.
How many?
10 million.
Who was that? Nope.
25.
Where? 25 million. Is that what you said? Nope.
500.
Sorry, bro? Million. I've had 2 billion views in total with my dropshipping products. And I can prove it right now if you want. That's not a problem. You want me to prove it? Okay, but this has to be, anything I say in this room has to stay here. So go on your phone right now. Go onto TikTok and type in ULTABODAY. No, is that the right one? So it should be spelled alter body. So how am I spelled? ULTABODAY, right? My spelling's terrible. You found it?
40 million.
How many views has that page got?
40 million likes.
How many views though?
50 million.
50 million, how many?
The first 3 are 150 million.
See, just on the top 3 video row, I've got 150 million views. And that's just one page. I've got another 3 pages to go with that. Now, who believes that's my page? Who thinks that I'm lying that's not my page? You think I'm lying? Who thinks that I'm lying about that's not my page? Okay. And another quick question for everyone here is, who actually believes that e-commerce works? Who actually believes that dropshipping works? If you don't believe in it, you should leave right now. If you don't think it can make you money, I think you're best going home. You've wasted your time. All right, cool. All right, so you can see here, I'm going to go on my drop-down menu, alter body, analytics. There you go. That's the proof that you need. There's, go on, the gentleman with the jacket. So this is what I'm going to teach you right now. I've just went over that because I feel like there's going to be some people in the room that are thinking this is just bullshit, it's never going to work, this just sounds like too good to be true, which it's not. So the first thing that I want to say is the more content that you create, the more likely you are to go viral. You're not going to go viral overnight. It might take you 2 weeks, it might take you 4 weeks, it might take you 2 months, it might take you a month. But if it takes you, let's say, 2 months to go viral and you make $10,000 in profit, which you can keep in your back pocket, who puts their hands up and agree that's quite good? Okay, that's good. So can we go back a page, please? No, go again. Forward? No, forward. Let's have a look. Go back one more. Go forward one more. Go forward one more. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the next step that I want you guys to follow is, if you want this, guys, I'll email it to everyone that signed up to the event. It's not a problem. So the next thing I need you to do is look at the most extensive pages, videos that made content for your product. So whichever pages have got the most views, the most likes, you want to bookmark that page and just copy what they do. Now, copy their video style, but add some changes based on the feedback in the comment section. Now, some of the products that you're going to find based on the keywords, the search terms, are going to have, some pages that you find are going to have millions of views. You're going to find some products that have got 20 million views per video, which is even better because guess what you can do? You can go into the comment section of their video and you can see what TikTok are telling them. There's going to be comments on their video saying, look, I wish you made the video like this. I wish you did this with the video. I wish you did that with the video. Guess what you're going to do with them comments? You're going to implement all of that into your video of their version of the product. So if we can go to the next slide, please. Now, some things that you can change when you make these videos, because you don't want to just copy them, you want to make slight changes. Now, there's changes that you can try doing is, TikTok has something called trending sounds. Is everyone familiar with trending sounds? So what you want to do is, if that video was made 1 year ago, that trending sound is probably not going to be the same as the trending sound today. So you want to update the video with a brand new trending sound. You might want to try a different backdrop meaning what's in the background of the video. Is it done with a male or is it done with a female? So if you've got a sister, you can use your sister. If you've got a partner or a wife, you can use them, and vice versa. Now, what you can also do is use trending video effects. So anything that's trending with the video effects, voiceovers are very good. Now, you can use those editing apps that we've given you, and they can create automatic voiceovers, so you don't even need to say anything. And there's something else that you can do is you can do something called make a challenge video. So what you'll notice is a lot of the most popular videos on TikTok are challenge videos. Who here has seen a TikTok challenge video? Can somebody give me an example of a challenge video they've watched? Which one? Okay, cool. Now, the next thing that you can do is you can also use TikTok. Who here has watched a TikTok Made Me Buy It video? You can create the same one. That's a hashtag that trends. So if you put that hashtag in your video, it's going to trend if it gets enough engagement. Now, the next thing that you need to do is you need to upload 3 to 5 videos a day. You also need to make a 3 weeks worth of content before a TikTok account is even created. So I bet a lot of guys here didn't know this, that before you make a TikTok account, as soon as you create that account, TikTok gives you 30 days to make them happy, meaning that you get something called a new account advantage. Who knew about this? It's not under the terms of service. It's one of those things that, you know, some people could call me a conspiracy theorist, but I've tried it. I've worked it out. It's real. So what TikTok do is, and a lot of other platforms do the same, is they give you 30 days to try and impress them. And if you impress them in 30 days, they're going to push you as a content creator. They do the same thing on YouTube as well. So you've got 30 days to make TikTok happy. So if you create a TikTok account tomorrow, but you've only got content for 1 day, you're going to piss TikTok off. They're going to say, listen, you're no good for us. Goodbye. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can post 3 weeks worth of content every single day, so you make TikTok happy and they push your content, and then you can potentially go viral. Now, a lot of people here are going to say, well, Cam, how can I get my content in the US if I live in the UK? Who here has got that question for me? Now, the US is the best place to get your content in front of because it's the biggest audience. Now, the way you get your content in front of the American market is if you please the UK market. If you make the UK market happy, guess what's going to happen? They're going to put your content into the American market to see how well you do there. It's like music artists. Music artists go from their home place to America. Some do well, some don't do well. So this is the same thing with TikTok. They're trying you out to see how well you do. So that will be eventually what happens. Once you have all your content ready for 3 weeks, you can move to step 7. So we'll move on. Step 7. Step 7, you need to stick to a strict routine of posting times for your page based on 3 to 5 times a day for 3 weeks. For example, post per day at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. EST, then 6 p.m. EST, then 10 p.m. EST. Now, who here knows what EST is? EST is a time zone in America, so you want to work off their time zone because their time zone, unfortunately, is the most important. So every time you think about uploading your content, you should be thinking in their time zone, because if your content is eventually going to get put into the American market, you should be working off their time zone. So, to give you guys an example, EST, I think, are five hours behind us. So you might want to drop a note of that. They're 5 hours behind us. So if you're posting content 3 to 5 times a day, you might want to post your first video at 2 p.m. EST time, then 6 p.m. EST time, then 10 p.m. Now, if you're going to be uploading more than 3 videos, you might want to try 10 a.m. EST time, and then 8 a.m. EST time, and then the rest that I've just shown you there. Now, you should only change your time schedule a week after you've done that for 1 week. Why? Because you're going to work out what times people watch those videos. So out of those 5 time zones you post per day, you might see that the hours of 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. are your most popular times. So what you might want to do then is change the time zones from being so early on in the morning and fit 5 videos between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Does that make sense? Who here's got questions so far? Which part, sorry? The time zone part. So step 7 is all about you post. So now, let's say hypothetically, you've got your 3 weeks worth of content for your product. Okay, does that make sense? Now you've just created a brand new TikTok account. You do not want to make this TikTok account before you've got the 3 weeks worth. Make sense? Now you've got your 3 weeks worth of content. Let's say you're going to be uploading 3 times a day. You're going to be basing it off the EST time zone, which is 5 hours behind, okay? Now, to start with, you're going to want to try and spread that content out quite far out. So you might want to upload 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and then 10 p.m. Now, 1 week after you've done this, you're going to want to see what times are trending for your videos. And as soon as you find that out, you're going to want to then post between those trending times. Does that now make sense? Now, step 8 is create a brand new TikTok account. Personal page, not business, okay? Always personal. Doesn't matter if you're not in a US account. You can buy one if you're desperate for a US account, but I don't recommend it. Step 9, post content straight away and stick with your content strategy. Now, does everyone know what a content strategy is? Does anyone know what content strategy is? Who here's heard of Canva? Anyone heard of Canva? You can literally go onto Canva right now and type in content calendar. A content calendar is just literally a calendar where you put in the calendar what days, what times you're going to do content. It's always good that you do that. That way you're going to stay accountable to what you're doing. So I'd recommend that everyone does that. Now, step 10 is use hashtags that your competitors are using. So hashtags, in my opinion, don't really matter that much, but if you're using TikTok, maybe buy it. It tends to work pretty well. But whatever hashtags your competitors are using, you should try and use them, but don't post them the exact same. Maybe put them back to front or middle to front or whatever. Step 11, always listen and look at the feedback and comments on your videos. Look for comment trends. So somebody might put in your video, is this a reference to? Is this sound effect a reference to? You want to then go off that and address their comments. So if somebody leaves a comment about your video, you're going to want to address it, not in the comment section, in a follow-up video with their comment on the screen so they know that you're replying to them. Does that make sense? Does everyone make sense with that? Now, whenever somebody leaves a comment on your video, you never want to reply to it with the page that you've created. Always make another page and reply to it on the other page. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because TikTok doesn't like it when you reply to your own comments. I know it sounds stupid. So don't ever do that. Always create a separate page and do it from a separate page. The next thing is, when engaging with your comments, I've done this one. Step 13, your goal is to get at least 1,000 followers on your page so you can post links onto your product page URL. So to be able to post your product page URL on your TikTok account, you need 1,000 followers. Did everyone know that? 1,000 followers? Cool. Move on to the next one, please. Step 14, you can use coins to boost your videos to get initial momentum. Now, who here knows what TikTok coins are? Now, for those that don't know what TikTok coins are, it's like their currency that lets you like in-purchase, basically like an in-purchase app. Now, who here is familiar, this mic's dodgy, who here is familiar with the boost post feature on Facebook? You know when you post a picture or something on Facebook and it says boost post? You can do something very similar with TikTok coins. Now, if you're struggling to get momentum throughout your first 3 weeks, you might want to use this feature to see if it works. Now, if it works, this is going to help you get 1,000 followers, and that's going to give you the momentum to put your link in your URL. Now, before you can post your link, you're probably not going to get any sales. This is the truth. Once you post your link, then you should be expecting some sales. If you don't get any, then there's a reason for concern. When to kill your product. So metric 1, these are 3 metrics. Now, I always say that when you look at these 3 metrics, you might hit 2, you might hit all 3. Now, if you're hitting all 3, then there's a big concern. If you're only hitting 1, I wouldn't worry too much. So metric 1 is no videos after 1 to 2 months with at least 100,000 views. So within that time frame of 1 to 2 months. Now, I know I told you guys to make 3 weeks worth of content. After those 3 weeks, you need to carry on for another 2 months. So keep making content for 2 months. So if after 1 to 2 months, you've not had one video get at least 100,000 views, that's a reason for concern. Metric 2 is low engagement after 1 month. So if your engagement on your page, you can download a Chrome extension called vidIQ. It's completely free. You don't need to pay for it. vidIQ. It's a Chrome extension. That'll show your engagement if you don't know how to do it through TikTok. If your page engagement isn't 4.1, then that's another reason for concern. Metric number 3 is a low CTR to your website after 1 month. So if your CTR is below 1.3%, then there's a reason for concern. Now, how to find your page CTR is you go to your TikTok page, go to analytics, and look at the button CTR, and it will show it you. Now, if you're getting a really low CTR, that means that people are not interested in your product, and you're just posting videos for people's entertainment, and you're not going to make money. Now, that finishes that presentation, but I want to open the floor to anyone that's got questions about TikTok. The gentleman there.
When you said you need to make 3 weeks worth of content, do you edit the videos before you make the TikTok page, or do you?
Yeah, so when I say upload 3 weeks, okay.
You got the question, right? Raise it again.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Can you hear me? When you say you make 3 weeks worth of content before making your TikTok page, do you edit 3 weeks worth of videos, or do you just film them and edit them on the daily?
Does this mic work? Okay, cool. So when I say you're making 3 weeks of content, that means that you're editing the content. So for you to publish content, it should always be edited. It shouldn't just be raw.
I noticed when you did the Frosty Pad page.
Yeah.
I know, like, obviously, viral videos were those Breaking Bad videos.
That was a reference, right?
Yeah. So you obviously hadn't pre-edited those videos beforehand. Obviously, did you just wait until those comments came in and then thought, oh,
exactly. So what you can do is you can edit them, but then if you also get comments and you think, shit, there's a lot of engagement there, you can just re-edit it again or just repurpose it for another post.
Cool.
So with if you make one video, you can repurpose that video a lot of different times depending on the comments and things like that.
Yeah, cool. That answers my question. Cheers.
Anyone got any gentlemen in the checkered shirt?
So the time investment to make the 3 weeks worth of content seems quite high. So is there a way to efficiently outsource that to like an agency or other influencers to do it for you?
Do you want me to be honest with you? If you haven't got lots of cash, then I wouldn't recommend hiring anyone. I would recommend you making the videos yourself. And the truth is, we can make 10 videos in about 15 minutes. Now, as a beginner, it might take you an hour to make 10 videos, but the better you get at it, the quicker you can get them out. Nick, how long does it take you to make 10 videos?
Depends on the concept. So, like, if I'm just banging out videos, you can repurpose content. But if I'm actually thinking about what's going to shock and all and inspire stuff like that, that may take a little longer. But then once that's out there, obviously you can see what works and you can take more content as well.
So the initial stage might take longer, but after you've done the first part, everything after that becomes quite halved.
I think it's good in the skill set. Once you know the tools,
Once you know how to use your editing software, once you know how to use your phone to edit it in certain in certain ways, it's going to be really, really fast.
We can do variations of the same video, like 6 in the space of an hour.
So the initial investment in terms of time can be high, but it shouldn't be no more than 3 hours a day. Well, it can be more than 3 hours a day, it's depending on if you're willing to do that. Now, just out of curiosity, who here works just a day job? There's nothing wrong with a day job, it's great. So everyone, perfect. Most people, right? Now, what time do people wake up here on average? Just shout. What time do people wake up? So let's say between 7 and 9. 5:30 doesn't count, man, that's tough. So let's say 7 till 9 a.m. That's fair. Now, what time do people go to bed here? Roughly.
1.
Let's say between the hours of 10 and 11 a.m. No, sorry, 10 and 11 p.m. Now, what time do people on average finish work? Let's say between 5 and 6 p.m. Is that fair? Now, what do you guys do after you finish work? Just shout things that you do after you finish work. That's good. That's something good, yeah. Instagram. Who said waste time? He's a man that's willing to accept that he wastes time. He deserves a pat on the back. Most people here, I hate to break it to you, you waste time. Who here has got Netflix? Who's using a shared account on Netflix? There's going to be some of you here. So what I'm trying to say to you is, there's nothing wrong with having a Netflix account. It's just it's more about when you're using it, how you're using it, and the appropriate time. So what I'm trying to say to you is, you're saying to me, how much time should you invest? And the truth is, you've got more than enough time per day to invest. Be honest with me. How much time have you got after your job to commit to potentially doing this?
So at the moment it's like 3 hours. So I spend that time 3 hours doing it every day. It's just I don't put it into the content creation. So I think my thought is time back to the first thought, which is like leveraging the time. If I only have 3 hours per day, spending that making videos to me doesn't seem the most sensible thing to do. So if there was a way to effectively outsource that, so I can spend that time doing other bits like research.
So let me ask you what are those other things that you think are more important than content?
Product research, and at the moment it's like tweaking ad campaigns.
Yeah.
So paid ads. Product research, making new stores and trying to grow that direction.
So let me ask you a few questions. So you're spending money on paid ads, right?
Yeah.
Which platforms?
Just TikTok.
Okay. And it's okay if you don't want to answer it, it's fine. How much would you say you're spending a week on paid ads?
It fluctuates, but per day it's been between £200 to £500.
So you seem like you're doing good already.
From paid ads, but not organic. I can't do it. I can't get any success from organic.
Okay, let me ask you another question then. How much profit are you making a month with your paid ads business?
So I've only been profitable for 1 month. In that 1 month, it's been about 10k profit.
Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. And how many hours would you say you've been putting in a month to get to that goal?
So on weekdays, probably 3 hours a day, and then on the weekends, like a full day, like 7-8 hours, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. Would you say the time you've put in justifies the outcome?
I think so.
The input to output, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I was to say to you that you could spend, if you was to spend, let's say, 3 to 5 hours a day for a whole month to create content, but then that content over the next, let's say, 3 months generates you $50,000 to $100,000 with just 60% profit margins, which one sounds more attractive to you?
Yeah, definitely the content one. I guess it's having the longer term vision as opposed to the short term vision, which is the paid ads. Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Paid ads is great, guys. We still run paid ads all the time. But I think for people that are sitting here as beginners, maybe on a low budget, maybe don't want to risk too much money, want to see if it can work, I think investing your time into the content is way better than investing it into potentially your paid ads. Because let's be honest here, just raise your hands or just admit to yourselves, what do you prefer, or would I say, which one do you least like losing? Would you rather lose money or would you rather lose time? Put your hands up if you would rather lose time. I can see the guy there smirking. Can somebody give him the mic? Because there's a lot going on in his mind right now.
Who's smoking?
No, this gentleman with the cap.
No, it's all. Oh,
Not in a negative way, but you've got a lot that you're thinking about. So which one would you choose, time or money? Which one are you okay with losing, time or money?
I would say time.
You're okay with losing time?
Yeah.
Now put your hands up if you're okay with losing time over money. Would you rather lose money over time? Now just out of curiosity, why would you rather lose money out over time?
Because if you always make that money and time, you can't get it back.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I want to say, at least you'll learn things during that time. So it's not a waste of time.
This gentleman's quite cracked up in terms of he knows what he's talking about. He's saying that the time that you might lose because you might not see a return on investment on your time, you're still learning, I need to make my videos like this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. If I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to dropshipping, product research, people waste way too much time on product research. I feel like it's one of those things that people justify, I've done a good day's of work by doing product research. That's just bullshit. You're trying to tell yourself things that you shouldn't be telling yourself. So, website design, again, people waste too much time. Where's Nick? He always faffs around with his website. He doesn't leave it alone. He always tells himself, and he has done a great job on his website, but I feel like people overdo their website. The most important part in 2020, we're in 2022? Yeah, 2022, is content creation by far. That is what's going to, even your paid ads, if you've got the best content creation for paid ads, Leonard will tell you, it's going to blow everything out of the water. So I would say to people here, even if you just spend 1 month just to create content, see how it goes. Any other questions?
I'm interested in your kind of backcracker store and like the scaling of that, because I think I've had a lot of products on TikTok that have like scaled really well. I think mainly because they're untapped. It seems like the algorithm pushes it a lot more. But then I think a lot of people just die off, the store dies off. But even with the backcracker, like I know a lot of people kind of made a lot of money in that as well, and their stores are kind of like died off now, whereas your guys' stores has kind of carried on going. I think you've obviously pushed it through 3 pages where you've got a lot more traffic than other people.
So who here would say who here knows the backcracker? The famous backcracker? Who's got a backcracker? Anyone got a backcracker? No one's got the backcracker. Now who here would say the backcracker's dead? And it's been overdone and people have pushed it everywhere? The reason why that account still makes money is because we have 3 different pages uploading content to. Because even if one page dies out and the algorithm decides not to enjoy it anymore, the other one's going to still boost it. And the other thing is we introduce other products onto our pages over time because we know the original product, people are going to get fed up with it. So you need to know when to implement new products to your TikTok account to keep your audience entertained. But you also need to run. So you know how I went over 1 page, you need to do 3 weeks of content? Think about doing 2 pages with the same method. That's what it takes to keep your store going. And even when you make money to start with, you could reinvest that into, I forgot which gentleman said it, you could reinvest that into hiring people to then create content for you. Because imagine if instead of me spending money on paid ads, I'm spending money on hiring people to make content for me. That's my strategy. Any other questions? We'll go with the gentleman just there for now with the cream t-shirt, I think.
So once you reach the 100K views across the accounts, when would you introduce paid ads? To what stage would you bring paid ads in?
So the way I do it myself is I look at how. So if you've generated between $5,000 and $10,000 in profit, I would then introduce Spark ads, and I would only use Spark ads. We only use Spark ads for that page. Who here knows what Spark ads are? Spark ad is basically converting your TikTok page video into an ad. That's technically what a Spark ad is. That's literally only what it is. And then we find we get more success.
And what's your views on influencer marketplace?
What do you mean, sorry?
So let's just say we have a product, we're running all the ads, we're running the videos on the page. At what point would we get influencers to market that product?
As in, when would you hire an influencer to promote the product?
Yes.
There's not even a set limit. Influencers will promote your product if you send them money. Like, that's unfortunately the world we live in. money talks. So if you send them money, they're going to do it. It doesn't really matter when.
Thanks.
Got a gentleman here.
How many products would you recommend to start with? Like just one product?
Organically or... So, to be honest with you, if you can stick to doing 3 products at one time that meet that criteria, you're going to have a higher chance than the other guy next to you that's only going to do 1. It's like for me to say to you, if I only knock on 10 doors instead of 100 doors, which one's more likely to open the door to me? There you go. But it's who here is more desired to get to the goal they want to get to. Because without me sounding rude, the guy in the checkered shirt might be more willing than this guy here in the green shirt. It's just who here is who's willing to go to the end. Because I hate to break it to some people here, they're not going to make it. Some of you are. Any other questions? We'll go with the check. We'll go with the guy with the pattern top.
So let's say you go viral. What's like, let's say, so obviously you sell a product, like what kind of like price, how much you should like price your product to actually make some sales, you know, because let's say you go viral, you've got like tons of visits on your website and all that stuff, but then if you sell something at like 200 or 300 pounds, you know, maybe it's gonna be too much for the TikTok, you know, viewers. So how much, like roughly?
Yeah, so I always say to people the best price conversion rate that we found is priced between $19.99 and $39.99. Anything above that I struggle, and anything below that I struggle. So always keep it between that range. That's like the ultimate sweet spot. And then if you want to implement higher priced products, you don't do that on the front end, you do that on the back end. So like text message remarketing, email remarketing, do it like that, or Facebook ad retargeting through the pixel.
Okay, cool, thank you.
The gentleman with the glasses. Who here is getting value so far? Is everyone happy so far? Good stuff.
So my main competitor is only running organic TikTok, and I was wondering whether I should go and compete against them because they are quite viral, or should I move away from it and go to paid Facebook ads, for example?
Repeat that one more time.
My main competitor is only running TikTok organic, and they are quite viral on it. So I was wondering whether I should compete with them or go away and push it to Facebook ads, because they're not running any Facebook ads at all.
Let me ask you a question. So if you meet somebody that's born with talent and you try and pay somebody to be talented, which one's going to win in the end? So let's say, who here likes boxing? Who likes Floyd Mayweather? We can all agree he's a good boxer, right? Now, if I pick, for example, George here, and I pay him $100 million to become a professional boxer, who's going to win?
Mayweather.
Why is that?
He's a talented boxer.
So if this page is talented at uploading organic content, it doesn't matter how much money you're going to spend on ads, they're always going to win because they've got the algorithm behind their finger.
I think it's all about moving to another platform, right? Saying about moving to paid ads on another platform like Facebook.
Because they're only running it on TikTok organic. They're not anywhere else.
So if they're on TikTok and it's a competitor, is he worth moving to a platform they're not on?
You could use, for example, so I always say that anything that does well on TikTok will do well on Pinterest, so they're very correlated. Same with YouTube, and same with Snapchat. So Snapchat ads, YouTube ads, and Pinterest ads could be a great option for you to eat away at their market share. But in terms of you competing them on the TikTok platform with paid ads, it might not work.
Okay.
Because what would you rather buy from? An organic video or an organic... So let's say, for example, you're on Facebook and you find, somebody advertising a product to you, but then you find it on Google because you've searched with it with intent. Which one would you rather buy?
Probably the one on Google.
Because you've searched with it with intent to buy it. So if you're getting forced to try and buy it, you're not going to buy it. Any other questions? Any questions? I know you've already asked. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else. There's a lot of the women in the back been quiet.
So you said the content strategy for TikTok is doing at least three contents a day for like the first 3 weeks and then continue on for like 3 months. Could you use that same strategy with Pinterest and Facebook and other platforms as well?
In terms of like...
trying to get your content out there, trying to get your product out there. So could you use that same strategy
So you're about like uploading just things to Pinterest?
Yeah.
With any platform, the more you upload to it, the more they're going to reward you because it helps with their users. But it's not the same because TikTok actually has something built in to reward people. So you could try it, but there's no guarantees that they're going to reward you the same way a TikTok account would reward you.
Okay. You mentioned another thing about product research and how people spend way too much time on it. How much time would you advise to spend on researching about products?
So I would probably say no more than 30% of the time that you're willing to invest. So if you're willing to invest 3 hours, how much is 30% of 3 hours? That's shit, my math's bad. 1.5 hours, is that 1 hour? 1 hour. So that's how much you'd invest. Any other questions? The gentleman there.
I have 2 questions. So you said to use iPhone to make content. How about if you were to use like Android or something like that? And then also about you said using a TikTok account, like buying a US TikTok account.
So with an Android phone, it's not gonna be detrimental, but I hate to break it to you, but a lot of these social media platforms would rather you do it on an iPhone. Who here has noticed that when you upload an Instagram story to your Instagram, it looks better on an iPhone compared to an Android? Same with Snapchat. That's just because these platforms just would rather you be on an iPhone because it's easier for them to push the content because it's the same dimension. You got to remember how many Android phones there are compared to iPhone phones. Sorry, Apple phones. So they have to readjust all these dimensions for all these Android phones. So they don't like that.
So should I get off that?
You should reinvest in an iPhone, Nick. Yeah, you should get off that Samsung.
Just go for like pull the video and genuinely process it. There's so many different cameras.
Exactly.
It's hardware.
Exactly. So this is how these platforms think. You've got to think as if you were the algorithm. That's how you should be thinking.
So and what do you think about like buying a US TikTok account?
I used to be very fond of it, but not anymore because you might increase your chances of success by maybe 1%, 2%.
Cheers, thanks.
No worries. Any other questions? Gentlemen here?
How can you find a new product that's not so popular?
How can you what, sorry?
Yeah, without the TikTok.
How can you find a popular product, no, non-popular product on AliExpress or something?
The question to that is it's very tough to find an unpopular product. Now, there's nothing wrong with you finding popular products or oversaturated products, but I'd always recommend people trying to find products that are not too undersaturated because it's going to be very hard to find content and stuff like that. Try and find products that have got between around about 1,000 to 3,000 orders on AliExpress. Anything like that's good for you. There's a gentleman here with the glasses.
Yeah, like for the creation of TikTok accounts, can you not do it VPN instead?
TikTok doesn't like VPNs. The only time you should use a VPN is if you're trying to create a US ad account for Shopify sales channel, but not for organic. You use VPN, they hate you.
Okay, that's fine.
Any other questions? Woman here?
Do you edit everything on the phone, like nothing professional to be UGC?
I would always recommend that you edit everything on the phone.
And how do you do with the ads account on TikTok? You can only have one per phone number?
What's it, sorry? You're about the TikTok account on your phone?
Yes.
You can actually have multiple TikTok accounts on one phone, but I don't recommend it. I recommend one account per device, but not everyone can have multiple devices. But if you've got siblings, husband, daughter, try and use those.
Okay.
But try if you can leverage one per account, do that.
Because you can have only one business account per phone number.
It's not that, just TikTok prefers it when there's only one account on a phone. It's just these little things that they like and they don't. Any other questions? How are we looking for time? We think we go panel. Okay, so guys, that's going to be my section out of the way, but I'm still going to be here. I'm going to be on the panel, but there's going to be other people here to talk. And I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys have, definitely.